Hello there, gamers. This is TurielD, and I am taking a look today at this game called Factorio. Factorio is a isometric RPG-like base building strategy game. If you've, it's probably closest to the Tycoon type games, but you are an individual character that runs around, Minecraft-like, picking up bits of metal and coal and building up the requirements for basic survival, and then for science, and then for thriving in your new environment. You're a little astronaut, and well, it is incredibly complicated towards the end, because every single thing that you could do as a character in, say, Minecraft, you can now automate. So, could you pick up pieces of iron? Sure, you can do that on your own, or you can create a drill. First, you can create a drill that works on coal, so you have to gather some coal, take it to the drill, and then it mines iron automatically. Then, automate putting that iron into furnaces and smelting it into iron plates. Well, there's not a whole lot of it that beyond that can really be easily explained in words, so I'm going to show you. Let's start a new game. The campaign is in there. It's basically a very large tutorial which teaches you about the various aspects of the game, including combat, because there are alien life forms on this planet that will try to prevent you, that are attracted to all the pollution that you cause with all this mining and manufacturing stuff. And so you have to sort of learn how to deal with that and the various complexities of manufacturing. You can replay games that you have played earlier and completed. In fact, I am going to do that now, and I will show you a little bit of the first world I played, which is a free play mode, is like the standard game mode, which has a victory condition, which is basically reaching the end of the tech tree and building a very, very expensive item. So, we'll load that up, and I'll show you. Okay, so this is me starting out. You see here I've got a little map. See, I can't actually perform any actions myself, but I will speed things up. Speed things up 4 times. Alright, so I ran around and I saw, hey, there's some iron here, there's some stone here. Gonna mine up some stone, because when you start the game you have a pickaxe, a gun, which is quite pathetic, the little pistol, can keep away early attacks now, and one automatic miner, and one automatic furnace. So, got some stone, make another furnace. Let's see. And cut down some trees for very early fuel, because almost all the energy using things start off using solid fuels, so they will use coal or wood. Now then, so you see there's now an automatic miner which feeds into a furnace. Now, as this was my first playthrough, I thought, alright, I must quickly go and collect fuel rather than just throwing the wood that I had in there directly. This is a very, very forested area, as you see. Now, I'll speed things up a little bit. So, dump some of the wood in there, and that is now automatically mining iron for me. Right, and now that we've got some iron, more things become possible. Let's cut up some more, and there. That is a coal field. Now, coal is more energy dense than wood, so setting up on that coal field allows to power all the other miners much longer by grabbing coal from there. Alright, Zoop, zoop, zoop. Trying to clear a little space here early on. Put some more wood in those things. Now, that's copper. There's another valuable resource. And here, making sure we have enough stone for more furnaces and extractors. The items I select are hovering under my mouse, but my mouse is currently under my control, so it's an odd part of the replays. So running around, clearing space. So I wanted to connect these up together with a conveyor belt, which is one of the earliest forms of automation you have, rather than running around lots. Oh, that's a huge field of coal. I went to have a look around what's in this area. Well, this is a good open space. And over on the left, you can just see on the minimap, it's a grey blob. I discovered that there was actually quite a lot of iron available. And you see there is a light and dark condition, and it's considerably harder to see in the dark. So here I was deciding, alright, well, we've got loads of open space here, and we've got resources available. Just kind of standing around thinking about it. Alright, let's start the power production here. That there's a steam generator, which has a little water pump down there, and a bunch of boilers that boil the water from the water pump and stick it into steam generator. And we are now capable of running electrical things like that little moving arm there. Now that is oh, come on, called an inserter. Come on, out of the way. Now the inserter arm will grab anything that appears in here and put it, well, where it's pointed at. And in this case I made a little wooden box that is now going to fill with all the coal from there. Right, we'll go back to a little over normal speed. Now we have electricity. There are more options become available. I'm gonna have a look over there because I saw on my minimap that iron deposit is over to our west. So I'm clearing a route there because I want to transport iron from there in the west over to the big open area where I thought, oh yeah, this is where I'll make the main base. Now you see this is a very, very large iron. Set those to automation. More oil there. These little black blobs of oil, and here is quite a large copper deposit and a little stone as well. So all the requirements for early in the game were available here. So I decided that this was going to be my resource outpost, and the factory is going to be further to the right there where we just built the electricity. Clear a little more of the space. And you can see in the bottom left here, I'm building these transporter belts. They're in my inventory. You see there's 50 on my hotbar. And we'll just slow down a little bit. Or just complete them one at a time. They add to your inventory. Those transporter belts are conveyors. So you can use them to transport any goods from, wherever you start out to wherever you need them. This is the essence of automation in this game. Alright, and now I have gotten to the point where electric mining drills are an option. So instead of using the 2x2 little burner drills that I just took down from there, we can now start on a mining drill. But as you see, let's see, a mining drill requires iron plates, but also iron gear wheels and electric circuits. And you don't start out with those. Electric circuits don't appear out of thin air. You have to generate electric circuits by, first you get copper wire, and out of copper wire you can generate electric circuits. You have like the little manufacturing tool that you carry around on your tool belt. And so if I click on one of these electric mining drills, it will automatically... Well, darn. Just one moment, please. And we are back. Right, so, as I was saying just now, we were building a, an electric mining drill, which requires a bunch of iron gear wheels, which are then, when you click once on the electric mining drill, it will automatically queue up those 5 gear wheels. It also needs 3 electronic circuits, which it will make by first creating the copper wire that's needed, then the circuits, and then out of all the products it will make this. So, there we go. And I place one down. And now, running that very convenient transporter belt, which is basically a conveyor belt, it will now run them straight down to these little inserters, and they will now automatically power up that steam generator. So this has completely automated our power needs. For so long as that coal runs out, we're going to have a coal-powered steam generator producing electricity. And we can run most of the rest of the things we want off of electricity, because you just saw we have electric mining drills. And the electric mining drill covers an area which is 3x3 large, so that's a bit larger than these burner mining drills that work on directly on steam power. But they actually mine an area which is 5x5, so they mine a little larger than their footprint, which is very useful. So it's very good to set those up for long-term mining. Now, I'm having to decide, do I want to produce all the materials here, as in mine them up and smelt them in furnaces, or do I want to just mine the raw materials and take the raw materials up to my main base area, the big open space over to the right. Whoops. Sorry, that was in fast forward. That was the aliens appearing, and we here have our pistol. And the pistol is able to fire quite fast. It says speed 6, which I think is 6 rounds a second. And we have here this regular magazine. And you can have a stack of 100 magazines here with 10 rounds each, so you can basically fire 1,000 rounds of rapid fire. It's an automatic pistol, apparently. And so that quite easily keeps at bay the early aliens. And the aliens attack you when you produce pollution. Pollution, you see on your minimap, is like a red glow. And that is absorbed by trees, so forests are very useful for keeping pollution at bay, or by alien nests. And if alien nests absorb pollution, they will be drawn to attack you. They will be drawn to the places where that pollution came from. So here, setting up to have these conveyor belts, move the iron ore to the main base area, because I reasoned that is surrounded by forests and I haven't seen an alien nest there, so I can probably do all the smelting there, which is quite polluting, and only have the mining out on the outskirts. Getting all those annoying trees out of the way. And you notice that if you stand on a transporter belt, you actually move along with it. So, this is now main base area. Gonna have to decide how to set that up exactly, because we need to combine basically coal and iron in the smelters to produce iron plates. So I'm thinking about it deeply. I'm gonna fast forward. How should I design that? Alright, we'll have the iron running up the middle. And coal. Do we want the coal in the middle? No, I think I decided to have the coal around the outside. Oh, not enough copper. So a quick run for some copper. There we go. Okay. So that will now automatically grab iron from the conveyor belt, put it in the furnaces. Seeing that this one's out of fuel, I could manually put coal in it, but we've now made a conveyor belt that goes along down here. But unfortunately, early on, you can only make belts go one way, and you can't cross belts, you can't split belts until you've developed a little more technology. So I'm just having to redirect the coal flow from right, from the power generator to left here to the smelting area. Then they will automatically grab coal as and when is needed. Another alien attack. A little too fast forwarded. You see my health bar actually got quite low there. It automatically restores. You can actually eat fish from that you can catch in lakes to restore your health, but it restores automatically over time. So now setting up the copper to also be mined electrically, because the electric miners, though they work a little faster individually than the the speed isn't so important. It's more, you don't need to take care of the coal requirements. You don't need to power them individually, the coal line, which is very polluting. So clear some space. We will have the copper line move that way soon. And refill our science station. So this is maybe the first bit of automatic manufacturing you can make. As the science station researches, well, more things that you can do. Like first, automated stuff is moving things around. You can do that. But very soon you can automate the production of things. So let's see. These require, let's see, it's not an easy example. Like you could make automatic iron axe production if you so desired. You can make automatic burner mining drill construction if you so desire. But you can only do that once you've done a little research. Namely, do research into automation, which allows you to make a factory. I want to increase our coal production a bit by redirecting again all these little conveyor belts. Okay, so it's time to start producing our first automatic factory, because producing red science manually, it just takes a long time. So it also blocks up our production queue because it takes so long you can't make all the other things you need. So here we're going to power that up, and we're going to have this make one of the required components for red science, which is gear wheels, which are made out of iron. So this inserter here grabs iron off there and dumps it in here. And on the other side we just have an extra little wooden chest to keep a stock of iron plates. And we'll have this move the gear wheels off to the side for a minute. It's just limiting the chest to make only 4 stacks. So manually making the science, I mean, it's not super slow, but you're going to want hundreds. So each one takes about 1, 2, 3, 4, well, it takes about 5 seconds. It's not nice. Hence, automation. We automate as much as humanly possible. I'm going to let it make the gear wheels and put them directly into a red science manufactory. As we only have the gear wheels currently producing automatically and not copper yet, there's no way for us to get the copper plates in automatically, so we just dumped 100 from our inventory into there. And that will work fine for a little while until we get that automation up and running. Now that one not working because we have no coal coming in. And we have no coal coming in because we can't split the coal belt to go to 2 destinations, which is why we need logistics tech, hence why we're making all the red science. There we go, we've got a lot in our inventory now. Take it over to the lab and dump that in. Now every 10 seconds or so it'll tick our point of science and use up one of our red science modules. Alright, so with that, oh, there we go, an alien attack again. Oh, many days. Go away, aliens! Stop! Just stop being annoying. We now put up a turret, which is another thing we can automate. We can automate self-defense. We can put up a turret and put some of our ammo in it, and it will now automatically shoot aliens quite effectively, actually. We'll replace all the damaged bits. And you know what? I reckon that'll do pretty well as an introduction to Factorio. So you start off very much Minecraft-y, running everything on your own, doing everything by hand, and quickly it turns into a little assembly line. It turns into an actual factory, hence the Factorio name. So I hope you found that interesting, because I'm going to be doing a little let's play of this, making a new base with all the things that I knew before, or that I didn't know before rather, that I've learned from the playthrough that I just showed the start of here. And rather than taking 29 hours to complete it, I'm hoping to do it more in between, 10-15 hours maybe, if everything goes better. So, so long gamers, and see you next time.